What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to more Crimes and Punishments Sherlock Holmes. And it looks like Watson is practicing up on his meditation from last part, because it looks like he needs some meditation going on. He looks stressed out anyway. Toby looks like he could use some too.
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, I'll tell you guys what. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do next. Right here. Now, analysis unknown liquid.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Alright, let's do it.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Alright, pipette. Right here it is. Take it. I don't think it matters which one it... Okay, he does it both of them.
A colorless, water-based liquid.
Okay.
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Alright, I just gotta say, Sherlock Holmes is crazy. Look at that. There's the cocaine!
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make... red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Alright, so... Poisoning, suspicious ingredients. Set up an experiment. Let's do it. Let's go try that experiment, y'all. It looks like I'm gonna need that gas mask.
According to the Deadly Plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely.
Alright, I sort of got lost, guys. I didn't know what to do, so I just wandered around.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Thank you, miss.
Alright, so we came back. Oh, okay, we had to... last time it wouldn't let me take it.
Alkaloid. The same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Now we can begin our experiment. Now we gotta go back to Baker Street. We had to start the experiment, come back here to the syndicate area, grab that. Now we have to go all the way back and then do the experiment. Oh my gosh. Deadly plants experiment. Let's do it.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Alright, let's start from this side over here. No. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Alright, here we go, guys. Think I got it. This is probably wrong, though. Pour it on that. Put back. This on this.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
No.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
Do I have a limited number of these caterpillars?
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
So how the fuck do I do that? I know what I gotta do. Take this, swap it with this one. That's what you're supposed to do the whole entire time. Put this on this. So this one hits both of them. There we go.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
That was like something out of The Last of Us.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Alright, sounds like we're going back to Kew Gardens, y'all. Well, after I try to put some clues together. Missing deadly plants, deadly precision. I knew it. Someone stole the deadly plants before the syndicate was able to. Left the plants at Kew Gardens to order the murder. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the plants just did it automatically. Maybe? I don't know. Yes? Okay, that was right. Albert's lack of, his study of deadly plants? Oh. Albert killed him. I don't know if that's the right one, though. No, I'm gonna continue investigation because I gotta talk to some more people at Kew Gardens.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
I don't think Mr. Hamish did it. I'm having good thoughts about Mr. Hamish.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa, something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
I don't know. Maybe Miss White?
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Okay,
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
let's try it this time. You know, he was...
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Damn. Alright, so the plants just naturally did it.
First of all, I need to visit the Colonial Collection Room to see how those caterpillars dropped onto the...
Plants out. Colonial Collection Room. Right here, this vent right here, I got it.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Alright, let's try activating it now.
The power is on. The engine cannot be started whilst the transmission... The engine has started. The ventilation system is working.
Alright, so do I go back to where Watson's at now? Or there's a little tiny lever over here.
From here, we are unable to see. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
There it is, right there.
Before I activate the fan, I need to check if the interior of the Colonial Collection Room can be seen from here.
What? Wait a minute. Oh, whoa.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Whose desk is this? Hamish's. Damn it. I was having high hopes for Hamish.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Find a way to simulate deadly plants. Oh man. Ventilation used. Deadly precision. Hamish's opportunity. Albert studies. Lack of experience. What's this? Could be the killer has the opportunity to steal Hamish's plants and simulates them from the workplace. What's this? Arrest him? I don't know. Hold on.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Am I sure that it's... She had the knowledge. Opportunity. Fuck, I don't know. This one's a hard one. See, there's a bigger conclusion down here. Alright guys, fuck it. I can't figure out anything else to do. This is what I got so far. I have to go and arrest this guy. Or I'm gonna go to Scotland Yard and have him arrested. So we can question him, I guess. Because he's like the only guy.
A very good day to you, my friend.
The inspector's waiting for you in his office.
Alright guys, I'm here at Scotland Yard. I'm going with the oh shit, what is it? The clues that I got already. Just gonna go with it because I searched Kew Gardens more. I went into R1 and L1 looking mode or whatever. And I didn't find anything, so we just have to arrest Martin Hamish. We have to. So.
Stop.
Not this one. Is he in here? The first time we get to go inside his office.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you. Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Let's go. Let's go talk to him. A large glass house. Is this the large glass house right here? It looks large and looks like a glass house.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Damn. That's fucked. Damn, that's really fucked.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
His letter. Life has become a living hell. He deserved to die, but I couldn't forgive myself of having his blood upon my hands. So, damn it, I had Hamish's. Oh, damn, I didn't think he did it either, and he did do it. Only victim to the circumstance, well, fell well. Looks like there's a soul missing right there on his thing.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
I don't get it. Clubfoot? Clubfoot and confession? Acted alone? Talk to Lestrade. Alright. Talk to the detective. Inspector, I mean, not detective. I'm the detective.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
Ah!
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let's go do that timeline then, y'all, for real.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna take fucking forever.
Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Alright, so, that was the timeline. Miss White had time. Albert killed him. Hold on. I don't think Albert was involved. I don't think that's right. White isn't an accomplice. I don't think a son would kill his father, so I'm going with White is an accomplice. So Hamish died and White, damn. Desperate woman. Miss White is a dangerous woman. Yeah, she's dangerous. She's going down. That's why I'm picking y'all. We are condemning Miss White. That's where we're picking y'all. That's the end of this case. Case 5 is solved. Let's do it right now. Let's check it out.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment.
Leave it.
Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Alright, well, let's do it. Here she is.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Damn, what did she just commit suicide? Oh, step
I
forward.
beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Don't do it.
Please remain calm.
Where's Watson
We can
at?
help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Watson, tackle her.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
No! Watson's there to the rescue.
Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
I don't know, man. this one right here was a really, really hard case. The Kew Gardens, this one here was a really hard and good case, for real. You really had to put your thinking knowledge to the case, for real. If you guys put the game down halfway in the case, don't do it. Play the whole entire case. Don't stop halfway in a case, that's what I'm trying to get at, because you'll forget everything. Play a whole entire case and then stop it if you guys stop the game. But hell yeah, this is the ending of my case 5, the Kew Gardens. Hope you guys liked it. Just a Seeker. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna start case 6 next part. So thank you guys for watching.